Are you a golfer? Yes, you've probably heard this morning. LIV Golf is poised to inform players that the Saudi Arabian funding will end this year. They're staring down the barrel of closure in the absence of alternative funds. Let's face it, that Saudi Arabia money, that oil money, that money that is pouring out of the Middle East for obvious reasons has come to a shuddering halt with what has transpired in the Middle East region over the last month or so. LIV Golf executives are poised to confirm to players that Saudi Arabia's funding of the circuit will cease towards the end of this year, in a move that will begin to scramble between some of the leading names in the sport, as they will be forced, you would suggest, to return to the traditional tours, the PGA. The Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, which has ploughed more than $5 billion, yes, $5 billion US into LIV, has informed the tour's management of a change in approach during meetings in New York over the past few days. So I think you can take it to the bank that the funding of LIV Golf is coming to a screeching halt. Where does that leave Adelaide? Where does that leave a lot of the courses around? Well, we've seen other breakaway sports over the years, haven't we? I had a good discussion yesterday with a good friend, and he was pointing out to me, and it was hard to argue. Not that I was arguing, but just as I cast my mind back, happy to be challenged on this. Breakaway from traditional sports have never really worked in the long term, have they? I mean, we all can go. We're broadcasting today from Gloucester Park. I was reminded yesterday that way back, cricket was played here at Gloucester Park. No, yes, Gloucester Park, across the road from the Wacker, when Kerry Packer, in its early days of World Series, came on and challenged the establishment. Other breakaways have been touted. Keen on your thoughts, as I said. Sports that have broken away. I think what it does do, and I even saw it in the round ball game, I think Aussie rules, AFL and the state bodies are fairly insulated. It would have been primarily a game in this country. But where it crosses borders, I think what it does do, it challenges the establishment, it shakes them up, it wakes them up. And a lot of these sports have sort of set and forget, and they have boards who are at times out of touch. And when someone comes along, entrepreneurial groups or big companies, and break the tradition, it does set a cat amongst the pigeons and really starts to get them thinking. And I think it lifts everybody's game. It's my take. If LIV goes, I will still sleep well tonight. But by golly, there's been some money poured in. So good luck to the boys who've taken not so much the girls, the boys who've taken the big checks, and I'm sure have banked them. And they may now, I'm sure they're not worried about next month's mortgage, but may now have to look at wanting to play and continue to play and represent their, be it Europe or the United States, and Ryder Cups, etc., back into the traditional PGA. I know the peace pipe was smoked, and from the early days of Rory McIlroy and co, he was the main spokesperson, really standing up, and it was almost them against us. That thawed out, thankfully, but the LIV Golf certainly shook it up. So if it is coming to an end, the last couple of years, I think anyone I know, and I've known a couple of people who ventured across to South Australia, you may have done it. If you have, let me know. Not necessarily totally golf addicts, but went across to see, hey, what's this all about? Little mini holiday. They've come back raving about it. How good it was, the razzmatazz, the rock and roll, the noise, away from the sort of traditional walking around a golf club, and you can't say much, and it's a bit snooty and a little bit, I guess, not for the average everyday person. So LIV have done their job there. So we shall see what happens.